Ah, Darth Talon's kit's come out. All right, let's put that on screen a minute. Long story short, I don't know. Darth Talon isn't someone I'm familiar with. It's a character from the novels, from what I gather. I think the story I've heard today, since people have been talking about her, is that she was the Emperor's right hand after his death, maybe? I honestly don't know. I'm just not familiar with it. Yeah, apparently it was a lot more skimpier in the fan art. If you watch the video Reality Skew Gaming did, they showed some censored pictures. Okay, so Talon Strike. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict ability block for 1 turn. If the target was already debuffed, reduce the cooldown of Dark Frenzy by 1. Alright, so that's highly likely. Pain will be on the opposition side. So yeah. Sorry, that looks very weird, Sith Empire Trooper lead. Ordered Assassination. Deal physical damage to target enemy and gain stealth for 1 turn. If this attack defeats an enemy, gain 100% turn meter. Okay. Not seeing anything too special there, to be honest. I mean, I suppose it means he can't be counterattacked, but yeah, eh. Sorry about that, my coffee had gone cold. And deal physical damage to target enemy and gain frenzy for 2 turns. If the target enemy was debuffed, gain 2 stacks of Loyal Hand, max 20. Deal damage an additional time to all enemies. Okay, so that one could be interesting. That's Loyal Hand, 10% max protection and offense, stacking up to 20. This buff cannot be copied, prevented, or dispelled. So it's essentially an AoE. But the initial one should hit hard. That's what I'm guessing, anyway. It doesn't help the image there shows Talon attacking Jedi Consular. That really isn't something I would say, oh yeah, that's going to be big damage. You know, I would suspect Consular can go down quite comfortably. So yeah, this is a weird one. I mean, Frenzy's always nice. I mean, I'm thinking Scion's got 3 special abilities, so that should come in handy. Again, with Sith Triumvirate, there's going to be debuffs on the opposition side, so there should be enough chances to gain Loyal Land. Yeah, I find it interesting. Frenzy. Frenzy is essentially it's the buff bounty onto the buff that boss gets. So it's the idea that whenever an ally uses a special ability, that unit who has Frenzy gains 100% turn meter. So essentially, if Talon uses Dark Frenzy and gains Frenzy, then yeah, say Scion takes a turn, uses a special, Talon takes another turn. And then again, if they've all got the specials off cooldown, they'd then get Talon another turn. So yeah, let's just look here. 2 uniques. That's interesting. First one's a Zeta. If all allies are Sith at the start of battle, excluding summoned allies, whenever the leader is damaged, all allies gain 5% turn meter. So that's a big one. I mean, I wouldn't really want, say, Sith Empire Troop to be getting that, but yeah, the rest, I think that's pretty cool. The first time they would be defeated while Darth Talon is active, they dispel all debuffs on themselves, recover 100% health, and gain 100% turn meter. Then Darth Talon gains 3 stacks of Loyal Hand, loses 50% health, and gains stealth for 1 turn. Darth Talon cannot be defeated by this damage. Additionally, Dark Frenzy's cooldown is refreshed. That is good. Alright, I like that. So, one of the things that I would say with the Sith Triumvirate when I think about them, I do think if you can get rid of Nihilus, Freya, if you can get around them with a mark or just some way of getting to them pair before Scion, then it doesn't really matter because, you know, Scion can just keep reviving and reviving and reviving, but you can just kill him eventually. Whereas this essentially puts a buffer in the works and says, all right, you're going to have to go for Talon first. You're going to have to get her out of the game so that you can then focus on the other two. And in that time, Nihilus could actually get off and annihilate. So that is interesting. I'm not going to say it's going to be a perfect Zeta, just for the fact that there could be some caveats that make it a bit iffy. But it could be something that gives them a lot more viability. Maybe the battles before, where the Sith Triumvirate, they were just a little too slow, or they were a little bit underprotected. You know, like I say, you took them in, and before they had any goes, they were losing units. So that Zeta could give them that survivability to just survive against some tougher teams. Sith Cruelty. This is the Omicron. I'm guessing, yeah, for Grand Arena. No big surprise there. Oh, I think that was in the insights yesterday. So at the start of battle, Talon gains stealth for 1 turn. Again, that kind of makes sense. You want to, you know, if it's a case that she can keep the team alive, you want it to hide. Sith allies gain 30% max health, 30% offense, and plus 20 speed. Wow, it's very rare you get an ally that does that. When Darth Talon falls below 100% health, Sith tanks gain retribution and taunt for 1 turn. So, nothing too special there if you're talking about Sith Empire Trooper, because he gets that in his kit already. But I could imagine Malik benefiting there. I've got an image that they've put Sith Empire Trooper in the team because they're saying, oh yeah, you know, use him. But that screams Malik to me. The idea of forcing Malik to taunt. You got Scion taunting and getting retribution as well. I mean, you might not even need them. You could maybe do just Scion, because Scion could do that quite comfortably. And then have Sith Assassin for extra damage. I like that. And I haven't even read the Grand Arena bit yet. So, if target enemy is inflicted with Isolate or Pain, so Treya's big ability or Scion's, Darth Talon's attacks gain additional effects. When Darth Talon defeats an enemy, all other Sith allies gain 5% max protection and 5% offense for each stack of Loyal Hand on her. So considering she gains up to 20 stacks, that is a lot of max protection and offense. So if Isolate is on the field and she attacks someone with Isolate... Oh, hang on, no, she doesn't even have to attack him. She just has to... If it happens, which it will happen... So, if Treya isolates someone, Talon's attacks lower the cooldown of Dark Frenzy by 1, and he gains 2 stacks of Loyal Hand because of it. So, whew. Okay, and then if Scion inflicts pain, which happens a lot, Dark Frenzy inflicts buff immunity on all enemies for 2 turns. Then Darth Talon's attacks recover all allies' health equal to 50% of the damage dealt, double for allied Darth Scion. So that essentially gets him back to 100% health. Gain 20 speed for the rest of the encounter, stacking max 200 and 1 stack of Loyal Hand. I like it. I mean, I'm looking here. I don't know your Semigod, but I'm not about that kit at all. I think that looks quite good. I mean, that essentially... They essentially try and make Talon the engine of the team and saying, right, you keep Talon alive, and she will then make the rest of the team be better. So you're going to have a more persistent taunt from Scion. You're going to have more damage from the team whenever Treya isolates, whenever Scion puts out pain. I mean, the only one who didn't really get a call out there was Nihilus. And I think that's just purely because he's OP anyway with Annihilate. Yeah, I mean... I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I apologise for anyone who wasn't able to read some of that with me, just for the fact that my webcam's a bit big on this screen, but honestly, I like the kit. I think I could do things early on for Sith Triumvirate. I mean, granted, I'll take that back a little. It won't do a lot at Gear 11 and all that lot, just for the simple fact that she has to survive. So if she dies from an AoE under stealth, it doesn't matter, game over. But if you get her to Relic 5, which is the requirement for Starkiller, you should have some fun there. Oh boy, I like it. I think, yeah, I think she's got a very tasty kit. Alright. Okay, we got Qui-Gon and Zam. Alright, let's have a look at Zam first. The change is marked in green. So the unique has been affected. So I'm just going to scroll that up so it's on screen. While in Grand Arena, Zam instead gains 60% increases to her offense, max health, and max protection. So Azeta gave her 20% increases, so it's up to 60. Zam gains 5% speed for each other Bounty Hunter ally. Bounty Hunter allies gain 20% of Zam's current offense, max protection, max health, and speed until the first time she's defeated. Woo! Okay, I think that's my first Omicron. Because we were talking during the stream about the Bounty Hunter squads. And if Bosk can get... Well, if Bosk can get her max health and max protection, and maybe a bit of a speed, because she can be a speedy bugger, and then the Bounty Hunters can get the offense. Woo-wee! That sounds a fun one. Alright. Have a look at what Qui-Gon's doing. Okay, so for those who don't know, Qui-Gon's a bit of a naff character, so I'm curious what this Omicron can do to actually make him relevant. So it's in Grand Arena again. So, the normal Zeta for his lead says that Jedi allies have plus 30 speed, gain offense equal to 3 times their speed, and gain foresight for 2 turns at the start of each encounter whenever any unit is defeated. So, well, it was a good Zeta back in the day, but it's a bit dated now. So what is added? Jedi allies instead gain an offense equal to 30 times their speed. "30 times?" So... Alright, sorry, that's taking a second to process, because now I'm looking at that, right? Say you've got a really fast Jedi. Take JKR, for instance. 340 speed you can get on that. If you were getting 3 times the speed as offense, you were getting maybe like 900. But now you're getting 9,000. That is a massive boost to the offense. It can turn a... I mean, when you think... JKL, who's one of the hardest hitting Jedi in the game, he's about 12 to 13k offense. So he can suddenly go up to about 20k. That's only the first line of the Omicron as well. Okay, so at the start of battle, if there are no galactic legends, okay, so that's ruling out your JMKs, your JMLs, no surprises there, and all allies are Jedi, Jedi allies can't be defeated if Qui-Gon Jinn is active. So that rumour was true. Qui-Gon Jinn can't gain damage immunity or stealth, and he can't be revived. When Qui-Gon Jinn is defeated, all Jedi allies recover 100% health and protection and gain 400% of Qui-Gon's offense for 2 turns. So the leak was true. That guy who tried to say it wasn't true, he was bluffing. Put it out there, but yeah, this guy here says it. The leak was real. Wow. So those who've got Qui-Gon Zeta, go and have a good Zeta. Also explains why they reworked his image. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.